We kept quitting HSR with those nerfs. uh, yeah, I'll pull a Nox, huh? I'll pull him. Is a Noxo worth pulling at all? Probably not for most people, but for me specifically, yes. I have an E1 Robin on standby. And I have an E1 S1 Sunday, so it's like... What happened to Cipher? I just don't want to talk about it, man. I don't want to talk about it. Is that WuWa version of cat cakes? I'm not sure. Maybe though. This last month has been something, man. You get the Anoxa nerfs. You get the Cipher hype. Then she gets nerfed again. Then there's this WuWa anniversary, and I'm just stuck here. You know how I feel about the WuWa anniversary? I feel like a 6-year-old kid who has older siblings and watches their older siblings get PS5s and, you know, MacBooks on Christmas. And then you're the one who gets like a small toy and some socks when you expected a PS5. That is how I feel right now. Whoa. She's gonna get buffed? I think it's cooked, man. I think it's cooked at this point. Are you projecting? Nah. That's just how I imagine it would probably feel. CZZ has been so much funner than WuWa and HSR lately, and they are both an anniversary. Yeah, maybe I should get on the ZZZ hype train. Maybe I should get on it. What happened with Cipher? Is she still busted? No. No, she isn't busted anymore. I'd prefer not to speak any further on the matter. It doesn't bring me happiness. I don't play HSR anymore, but what if Cipher gains value over time, or is it extremely cooked? Maybe with Archer, but that's it. She is some donkey right now. And unfortunately, donkey usually doesn't age too well, so. I lost the Noxa to Welt. I can't even pull on the guy. Because my Europe account is the one pulling for him. And Europe doesn't get the banner for like another 7 or 6 hours. So like I would stream me pulling him, but like I'm gonna be asleep by that time, man. So I thought I'd do a quick stream, you know, we just chillax a little, you know. Calm down, calm the nerves. I think old gacha games are declining in value. I think it's a gacha thing. I mean, yeah, probably. Like, no offense, but I think people are starting to realize, like, oh, I'm playing this game and literally just scamming myself. So people are just playing real games or, like, pirating games. And that's probably better for them. Like, you have to put it into, like, perspective. Imagine if you didn't play these gacha games and you tell someone you play a game every single day, you never miss a day, you pay a subscription for a month and a half straight, and you still have a chance of not getting anything to improve your account in a month and a half. They're gonna be telling you, like, bro, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Like, are you just stupid? Like, you tell someone who doesn't play gachas that, and they'd be confused. Like, they'd be confuzzled as to what's going on. Yeah, bravo. Sustainless Anoxa, the propaganda got to a lot of people. Sustainless Anoxa is a completely different breed to Sustain Anoxa. Like, those extra action advances plus the extra damage, and, you know, obviously, like, those extra action advances are usually when most of the side mobs are dead. So then all of a sudden his single target damage fucking skyrockets. Like, those sustainless Anox is a completely different character.
A little treat.
His performance with Sustain is worse than Facial Premium by a whole level. Yeah, that doesn't sound too surprising. For me, it's fine. For me specifically, it's fine. Because I have the E1 Sunday. So he's going to be doing like 20 to 30% more overall damage with Sunday's E1. But if it weren't for the E1 Sunday, E1 Robin, I'd 100% just skip his ass, bro. Like, in all honesty, his ass would just get skipped. Luckily, I like the character, though. Gameplay wise, who should I pull? Gion or Zanny? If you're talking gameplay, it's probably Zanny. Zanny has better animations than Gion, but like that's a pretty low bar. The Herder rerun is leaked for next update IIRC. I could get E2 Herda on the My Day account, but fuck E2 Herda, right? We're going for an Oxa. Fuck getting an E2 Herda, man. Bait. Bait. There's a beautiful breeze coming in through my window in my room, and it feels spectacular. Refreshing. Zanny without S rovers doing half the points and whimpering wastes? Yeah. Bro, bro, the cope I've been seeing is insane, man. Like, the argument people have been using against people, you know, like, obviously showing calcs, and, like, all the content creators agreeing that, like, she's just so much worse with Spectro Rover versus Phoebe, is, oh, I can still clear this hazard tower that has a 100% Spectral Frazzle damage bonus, and minus, like, whatever percent Spectro res down. So, because I can clear that with Spectro Rover, she's completely fine without Phoebe. Like, I'm sitting there with like a completely confused face, and you could probably like see question marks visibly around my face if you could see it. It's like you have people telling you the actual truth, which is that she loses 40 to 50% performance, and then you have other people trying to turn it into these guys are spreading propaganda and saying Zanny are useless without Phoebe. And I'm dumbfounded. Like, by the way, I literally just watched a content creator make a video on the Spectral Frazzle Tower, and they took just as long to clear with their Zanny with Spectro Rover as a solo Don Jin. Like, that's the standard we're holding a Zanny to? A solo Don Jin? Am I the only one who think that's like a little bit cope, or like what's going on over here? Sandy propaganda is like the Anoxa one where everyone is just glazing the goods and ignoring the bad. That's actually a perfect way to put it. I didn't even like think of that. Now Anoxa doesn't have the teammate problem as much because like HSR is much older, so the guy can use like a bajillion different supports. But yeah, I do agree. Hello, Solus. What happened with V5 Cipher? Basically V3 Cipher, but worse. V3 Cipher with 100% less attack on her follow-ups now. So, yeah. Sounds, so broken, man. So broken. Truly the power creep of all time. Won't there be a V6 for Cipher? That's not gonna save her, man. Give it up. I gave up. You should give up. Sometimes acceptance is something we need to learn. Sometimes we simply need to give up at some point and know when to.
Wind against my vines.
Casters had a V7? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure the V7 was just for animation changes, and that's it. Huh? Is there more? Oh, fucking great, man. Oh, fucking great. How marvelous. Zanny is shredding this TOA. I cleared with one rotation. Yeah. Pretty strong. Were there any hyoscene changes? Why don't you just stand on it? What, this top one? Oh, you're right. That's actually a great point. Thank you for pointing that out. You just solved my brain issue.
Wind against my vines. Well, please don't disappoint.
They lowered Hyoscene's energy for the ult by 10. That's the crazy Hyoscene change. Changes everything. You think S1 Zanny is worth it? I mean, probably. It's like a 30% damage increase, I think, or something like that. Like 23 to 30. I think it's 23 actually. No, never mind. Yeah, I think it's 23%. Oh, I see, Epic Guy. I won. It isn't fair, man. It isn't fair. I never win. I'm always losing. Apologize to the Xiaoqiu mains. I already did in my video. I apologized near the end. go, Terry. Huge, huge.
Don't disappoint.
I can do another weapon banner pull. What pity am I at? $47. I'm getting up there. Cipher might get a hot fix. Nah. Nah, man. It's not happening. Guys, can you be honest? Am I your favorite Hoyo shill? Am I the greatest Hoyo shill you've ever met?
Would you like a fun game between the two of us?
Yes, 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 hail Gabby. I appreciate that, guys. Met you yesterday, but sure. Appreciate that. We'll copy more. The number one Hoyo show. Credibility is lost after Tectone stream you Hoyo show. Oh yeah, that's that guy's comment. I found it funny, so I pinned it. I also replied to him, but for some reason it like disappeared. I guess like YouTube deleted it or something. I replied with, "Yes, I'm a Hoyo shill. Hail Dawei." What do I need to level up Peeb?
Today will be a fine day.
Does Hyacine have any pull value? For Castress, she has a lot of pull value. For anyone else, I wouldn't recommend it. That's my opinion. What do you think of any events in general for WuWa? I haven't even started them yet. If you want me to be completely honest, I haven't done this one, so I can't speak on this one. It's dog shit, and it's boring. Like, there's no other way to put it. There's some people who will love. Okay, so this is barely an event. This is basically just a board game. You roll dice a few times and then you're instantly off of it. This is giving you rewards for pulling on the banners. This is literally just going around the map and taking pictures. This is the only actual event. Like, this is the only event that's actually going on, and it's bored me to death. Like, I can't force myself to, like, do it all at once, so I'm taking it slow. Apparently, Haru, yeah. Why play this game if you can't enjoy with all those yap fest of pity videos you put out? Because I do like the game. I just don't like the events or the anniversary. You think if I didn't like this game, I would have farmed for a morning Ike's 3 hours yesterday? Fuck no, man. You're out of your mind if you think I wouldn't like a game and grind that much. I wouldn't even do that for HSR. Oh wait, what am I doing? I have to fight this guy. What does it feel like to be popular? Terrible. I mean, to be fair, the impact isn't that bad. Like, I thought the impact would be worse, but I've only had a few people calling me like a Hoyo shill and whatever. So honestly, it's pretty calm and I appreciate it. Huge damage loss. Are you? Oh my god, man. I fucking hate that with a passion. Bro, I see, Terry. I mean, apparently he offered for me to go on his Gacha cast, but I don't want to do that shit, so I'm gonna pass. What's this? Eh. Cheap. Is that S6 Spectro? I actually need to level S6 Spectro.
I will be there for everyone as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Is the Cipher dream dead? I think it's dead, man. I appreciate so many people being here this late, though. I mean, for some of you, it's probably not that late, depending on where you live, but for me, it's like 2 in the morning. I didn't expect this many people to come. Oh yeah, I also like Tectone and MTash used to be my main Gacha content creators I would watch before I actually like started playing these games seriously and doing like content and stuff. But these days I don't watch any Gacha CC. I'll watch Floor sometimes as well as X. Um there was another one, Moose on Caffeine. I'll watch like those three whenever they get recommended to me. But like maybe Pokey. I'd say Pokey's probably the one I most actively watch these days. But even then, like I'd say probably the last week or two I barely watch Pokey either. Wave Man as well. There's a few. I mean, she's still probably best in slot for Fei Xiao Whale, but it's just not that good. And Acheron, I think it might just be get her to. Bleh, it might just be better to get Zhao Q or something. Like for the E, I don't think like the E1 investment was what made Cipher so good for me. That E1 S1 investment was like, even if you don't get the E1 now, if you get the E1 on a rerun, this is like the best value unit in the game. But that's not there anymore. And she's not too hot at E0 outside of her best in slot teams. So I personally just don't think it's worth it. Now, if you like the character, of course, always pull for them, but not my interest. You should have expected the E1 nerf. The thing is, I was expecting one of the two. Like, that's the problem. Like, I was expecting either the Eidolon gets nerfed or Kit gets slightly nerfed and the Eidolon stays the same. But they did both at the same time, and they drastically nerfed her Kit way more than I could have ever expected. So it's like, there's literally no value unless you're going for her E6. Her E6 is literally the only thing that gives her like really good value over anyone else at like E6 too. But like who the fuck is pulling E6, man? Is there a V6? Probably. Across the board multipliers. The only thing that didn't get nerfed was her damage record. Both of her instances of damage on ult got nerfed. Her follow-up damage got massively nerfed. So basically all her personal damage just got noticeably nerfed. And then the E1 also went back to the old version of the E1. It's pretty depressing, man.
The lovely smell of
I saw people saying she was broken. I didn't think she was broken. Like, it was another Anoxa propaganda of this character is better than main DPS's as a sub DPS when she has like a 6 cost team and she's still taking 1 to 2 cycles in her best scenario at E0. She was not all that hot. It was just the E1 investment. The E1 investment, like the second you got that E1, then you can say like maybe you can run her as like a main DPS or something. My brain isn't braining right now. I'll come back to this in the future when I've obtained more intelligence. Hello, Brooke. At least Topaz Havers win something? Fuck Topaz, man. Fuck Topaz. I want power creep. Fuck this shit. Every single V3 DPS is leagues better than V1 and V2 ones. But we're competing with fucking Topaz, man. Like, holy shit, man. We're still competing with Topaz in the Big 25. Before anyone takes me seriously, I'm joking. I mean, I'm semi-joking. Because I would have pulled for Cipher, and I would have liked if a V3 sub DPS was better than a V11 by like an actual noticeable amount, but you know, I guess not, man. I guess that's too much to ask. I can't imagine Cypher being worse than Topaz. I mean, I don't think she is. She probably is still best in slot, but it's like, man, the bar is in fucking hell, man. I see a big chest over here. Time to grab it. I'll probably stream tomorrow when I wake up to pull for an Oxa. So, you know, be there or be square. Or maybe I'll pull offline. I actually don't know. Topaz and Cipher team? Are you trying to brick people's teams? Like, are you trying to make their lives harder? I'm confused. Skipping Cipher? Yeah. Yeah, it's my European server account that has the polls, not the Asian one. So I need to wait, I think, 5 more hours. A Noxa banner release date. 4 hours and 42 minutes. So yeah. 4 hours, 42 minutes his banner is gonna be out. I think I might make it a video, to be honest. I might make it a video. I don't know though. Anoxa or Herda S1. Herda S1. Keep the guarantee. Use it on someone else. Anoxa isn't worth your guarantee. Start praying for your luck. You've been too lucky. That's only WuWa. I mean, maybe. But like, my HSR luck is still just absolutely in the fucking trenches, man. Negative Lycone win rate. Negative 50-50 win rate. WuWa's been treating me good, though. I'm not gonna pretend it hasn't. Maybe that's gonna, like, balance the scales out. Should I use the guarantee on Jade when she comes back? Oh, that's hilarious. Use a guarantee on Jade. Late V3 too? Man, I love my chat, man. You think they nerfed her because some people were saying power creep? No. I think they nerfed her for the same reason they nerfed Anoxa. And, you know, a lot of people don't agree with me on this. I've always thought that the reason they nerfed Anoxa's multipliers wasn't because of the hypercarry performance. It was because they're practically doing nearly the same damage as the DPS in a duo DPS comp. And for the best in slots like Fei Xiao, V4 Cipher was absolutely fucking disgusting. So I'm assuming they nerfed her multipliers because they thought it was just too strong to begin with. Like, doing as much damage as the actual follow-up main DPS is probably questionable to them.
The lovely smell of all my prey.
She is worth it though? Fuck no. Jade is not worth it at all. Like, we're talking, like, the chances of Jade getting reran again is gonna be at minimum, like, late V3. And by this point, you got the entire Fate collab, Phanon, your prep Saridra, who's been leaked to be, like, the most broken Harmony in the game. You got upcoming March 7th, like, and you're gonna use your pulls on Jade? Jade? Hey, at the end of the day, it's up to you, though. It's up to you, of course. Yeah, there's also, like, Tribby rerun coming up, too. Like, 3.3 doesn't have Tribby. Like, 3.4 or, like, 3.5 could probably have Tribby. That's just way, way better. Actually, let me recalc the defense shred I'd get with my Anoxa. So, Anoxa has 28% innate defense shred. And I think his Lycone gives 12%. So, Quantum Set, 60. And then E1 Sunday makes it 76. I need a future support that has more defense shred on them. It's gonna be fine, but like the last 20% of defense shred is so fucking nice. Silver Wolf? Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. If she actually is full AoE with minus 20% res down, it might be worth it. But, right? Here's the thing, but now that I think of it, it's actually not worth it. Because I can just pull Tribby, get same overall damage increase from the res pen and vulnerability, and then get the E1. And it would just be better. Death Shred doesn't matter if enemy has the 10 million HP. I mean, if you're able to hit max defense shred, it does matter, like quite a lot. Like, let me, so right here, this is how Death Shred works. So, like, you'll see at the beginning, this shit is straight garbage, right? Like, it is unapologetically garbage. But after around, like, the 50 mark, you start getting more damage in return for the defense shred you're putting in. So, at 76% defense shred, I'm getting, like, 69% more damage. 68. And then this jump from 75 to 100 is the difference of, what is that? Almost 50% overall damage increase. Going from 75 to 100. That's how much of a difference 25 defense shred makes at the very end. That's why I had so much hype for Cipher when her field ability was defense reduction. Because if it stayed defense reduction, I could slap a Cipher in there, get the damage record, and get max defense shred, which is like absolute heaven. But then they fucking switched it to vulnerability like the pussies they are. Well, actually, okay, so something funny I just thought of. If you use Cipher plus her Lycone with an Anoxa with E1 Sunday, it's perfectly 100% defense, like defense shred. But I don't think it's really worth it though. Like I don't even think I could get that in the first place, especially if I lose 50-50. But yeah, I just realized that. The thing for Anoxa though is like it's just not worth it. Like I'm pulling a Cipher. I mean, 40% vulnerability, 26%, 24% defense shred. That gives me a 50% damage increase. So it's around like a 90% overall damage increase with an E0S1. I don't know if it's worth it. Fuck. I actually don't know. I think it might be worth it purely for me because I have E1 Sunday. I think the E1 Sunday is like completely saving this by hitting 100%. That's what I'm saying, Bravo. Like, oh my god. E1 Sunday? Yeah, without E1 Sunday, if you're using an E01, the most defense shred an Anoxa can get at E0 is like 60. Like 28 from his inbuilt trace. That gives, I think, like 4% defense shred for every single weakness on an enemy. Light Cone gives 12%, and then Quantum gives 20. So Sunday adds 16, and then Cipher's Light Cone just, you know, it perfectly has 24 defense shred on it, which is just enough to hit 100% for me. Is Zanny good to pull? Nah, man. She breaks your account if you pull her. I'm trolling, though. No, bro. Like, in actual, like, honesty, not at all. Zanny might... Actually, I won't say she's the worst pickup, but she's one of the worst DPS pickups in this game if you do not plan to pull Phoebe. Like, it's just... One, not only is her Spectral Rover team, like, on the same level as the lowest of limited DPSs in this game, but you have to have Spectral Rover. Like, you need Spectral Rover. If you don't have Spectral Rover, like, you can't use Arrow Rover or Havoc Rover. Like, it's just so stupid, man. Wait, actually, let me recheck if Cypher's Lycone is actually 24%. Cipher, Lycone. Okay, yeah, it's 24% exactly. That might be worth it, actually. Like, I think that's worth it. If I can... this is assuming I can win both 50-50s and win both Lycones. But I get 40% vulnerability, 26% defense threat, or 24, which gives me like 50% overall damage increase. I think this is actually worth it. I can use her as if she was like a team buffer. I have no clue who Oh, no, I do. I think I've seen a few of his videos. But, I never really, like, watched him like that. Like, I didn't know he had, like, those types of takes. Cabby goes nuts with theory crafting because of Catgirl nerfs. It's cooked, man. Like, here's the thing, right? I'm using an E0S1 Cipher as reference when Tribby does not need her Lycone at all. What the fuck? But, like, Tribby doesn't need her Lycone in the slightest. So, like, technically, E0S1 Cipher is very close in terms of, like, amount of pulls to invest in to an E1 Tribby. And I think an E1 Tribby just beats Cipher. Because it's 30% vulnerability, 24% res pen, 24% true damage. And the way the E1 works makes it more broken. Yeah, I think I just skip, man. These dads are scared because of my OG wife Akron. I woke up for work and I see Dawei running it down with Cipher. Yeah. My god, Kiwi. Those were, man, this is worse than the Anoxa situation by a mile. Like, by an actual, like, fucking mile. Completely butchered the kit. Went straight back to, like, V2 levels of bad. It's kind of hilarious how they treat Harmony characters and Nihility characters. It's what I don't understand. Like, this is what I just don't understand, man. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why does every single new Harmony like be completely fucking meta for 80% of the teams that this game has and best in slot for all of them, but a Nihility can't get the same love? Nihilities have to constantly get butchered, only be best in slot with 1 DPS. Like, they're always going through some bullshit, man. Every time. Don't even get me started on Dot. Oh my god. Don't get me started on that fucking... that scam. That straight up fucking scam. Don't worry, Kiwi. That E6... that E6 is unchanged, Kiwi, so you're gonna be fine, man. You're gonna be fine with the E6, but the E1 got nerfed to the fucking ground. So not even E1 S1 Cipher is all that great value anymore. I want to fly with Phoebe while I talk.
Would you like a
Yeah, full energy refill character sounds crazy broken. Peeb. If she can apply bleed multiple times, Acheron and Kafka will be better trust. Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I know I'm called the #1 Hoyo shill. I know I've been making a lot of videos criticizing WuWa, but this is Hoyo. This is Hoyo. We've always given them the benefit of the doubt. Oh, this new crazy character is broken. This new mechanic is strong. This can't be power crept. They always do it. They always surpass our expectations in terms of making older characters garbage. So, respectfully, genuinely, I have, oh my god, I have zero confidence in any new mechanic. Like, everybody's hyped about the damage record. They're hyped about a Noxa implanting weakness. They're hyped about all this bullshit. And I know it means nothing. I know it means nothing at all. It'll be power crept in half a year to a year. There will be a new character who does that same thing better by a mile. The Eidolons are going to be twice as good. The Light Cone is now going to be 50% damage upgrade in late V3. I've given up all hope. Dawei has snatched my soul, and at this point I'm just slaving away playing HSR. Are the Cipher nerfs that bad? She is basically at her V2 level. Yeah, so yes, it's that bad. V2 Cipher. So she got nerfed in V1, then nerfed in V2 again. This is basically just V2 Cipher with slightly better vulnerability. That's literally it. That's fucking it, man. It's just...
free as a bird? Dark forces approach. Be on guard.
Peeb. The constant theory crafting for nothing. That's the thing, man. Like, all these endless possibilities, this limitless potential with this extremely general character who was finally on the level of harmonies, not in terms of buffing, but in terms of the combination of buffing and their own damage output. And then you just get slapped in the face with this bullshit. I really hope they make Nihility like a counter pick to Harmony in the future, because running Harmony all the time is so boring. That's what I'm saying, Kiwi. Like, that's why I just don't understand it. Like, they aren't afraid at all to make new Harmonies just fucking broken out of their minds and best in slot with every fucking team in the game. But when it comes to Nihilities, hyper specific characters who are only good for like a select few DPSs, and even then they aren't even that crazy of upgrades over a fucking V1 Topaz. Like,
Free as a bird.
everything in this game has power creep but fucking Nihility characters. They're just like eating straight shit from the dump. And now we have fucking Ceredra leaks telling us that she's going to be able to give a DPS an extra turn, like, just whenever they take a turn, like, right after they get an extra turn. It's like, bro, like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, we just had Tribby. Thinking this was as broken as it could get. And you're already slapping us with a Ceredra that can give a DPS twice the amount of turns. Like, oh, fuck my life. What's the way I could put it? Okay, I think I know the way I put it. Imagine the current Zanny Phoebe situation, right? Imagine the current Zanny Phoebe situation and the Cartethia Chacona situation. You have Chacona giving arrow erosion and like arrow damage bonus and all that bullshit for Cartethia. And you have Phoebe giving like all this spectral frazzle lamp and all that shit for Zanny. And you still get beat by fucking SK. You still get beat by SK in your own fucking best in slots, and you're barely better. You're barely better than the bottom of the fucking barrel. Like, imagine if Phoebe was like 10% better than Spectro Rover for Zanny. Like, I think that's like the equivalent. Like, Cipher is slightly better than Topaz for these follow-up teams. And then in every other team, she is not a best in slot. And a Harmony is just better to put in. It's like, bro. Like, bro. It's even worse for HSR because, like, I'm using this comparison. This game isn't even a year fucking old yet. Like, HSR already hit 2 years. We're still fucking competing with Topaz, man. Like, the only thing Topaz has good is Topaz. Her art goes absolutely hard. Man, like, it's fucking amazing. But in-game, like, give it up, right? Hang it up, bro. Topaz in the big 25? Move on. Phoebe is Zhao. Yeah, pretty much. She kind of is like the Zhao Q for Zanny. Chacona will probably be the Zhao Q for Cartethia, though. No, that's what I'm saying, Kiwi. You want to pull a My Day? Guess who his best in slot is? Sunday. You want to pull an Anoxa? Guess who his best in slot is? Sunday. You want to pull an Aglaya? Guess who her best in slot is? Sunday. Like, holy fuck, man. Like, can we get some variety in here? Is everybody just gonna suck off fucking Sunday in the back alley? Can't we get something fucking new? We're leaving Cipher in the fucking... We're making her homeless, man. Like, you're pulling a Cipher and she's not best in slot for any team. You keep slapping a Sunday everywhere, getting passed around like the fucking college football team. Like, come on, man. Give us something. Please. Like, Sunday can only take so much, man. Like, I don't know how my Sunday isn't fucking dead from exhaustion. Oh, and you guys wouldn't guess who the best E2 Acheron support is. You guys would never be able to guess who the best E2 Acheron support. Oh, Jing Yuan. Who's the best Jing Yuan support? Oh, Jing Liu. Oh, Dill. Boot Hill. it, it keeps going, man. It's the never-ending cycle of Sunday. I need to drink some water, man. That feels good. Good thing Sunday's my fave, hee. Well, I'm glad for you, Caitlin, but unfortunately, I can only have a Sunday on one team. My day wants him. The Anox I'm about to pull, if I don't lose the 50-50, wants him. I bet your ass someone upcoming also wants him. Holy fuck, man. Everybody just wants a Sunday, don't they? Greedy ass fucking fat fucks. Can't get enough of Sunday. And then you're gonna have Cerebro release. Oh, you'd be fooled, right? You'd be fooled if you weren't a Leaks watcher. Oh, I can finally free up my Sunday now that I have Cerebra. No. Stop thinking that. You pair them together, and that's the new best in slot team. It's like, no matter where you go, you see Sunday's face. It doesn't matter what you do, where you go, where you run, you'll always see him somewhere. And now we have to wait for the Sunday power creep to have this exact situation again. Yep. Hey, you know what you guys do, though? You know what you guys do when your Sunday is taken up from another team? You pull Sparkle. That's what you do. You pull for Sparkle. A game-changing meta unit. Hell no. Oh my goodness. After playing Tribby, Robin feels awful. I mean, yeah. Tribby has 100% ult uptime without needing some dumbass light cone. And she does more damage. And it's like, and she's more general with basically everyone in the game. Like, no, there isn't a team buffer that compares right now, man. Robin's still really good, though. Especially if you have, like, Lycone or Bronya Lycone with the ER. But as someone who doesn't have Bronya Lycone or her Sig, you can for sure feel that shit. You get out of the old state and you need to take, like, 2 turns. Oh yeah, Draco. Also, like, you have a relic build issue. Yeah, you want to know? You know what? I'm gonna pull it up right fucking now. I'm gonna pull it up right now because I'm pissed. I'm gonna pull it up right now. Okay. Let me go to Pride one real quick. Honkai Star Rail. Where's Sparkle? Okay, here we go. Right here we go. You guys want to see Sparkle's game-breaking, game-changing fucking traces? Increase all allies' attack by 15%. And when there are quantum type allies on the team, increase specifically the quantum allies attack by 5, 15, and 30%. Now, let's just take a little peek at Sundays, right? Let's see what Sunday gives you. Dispel a debuff, instantly get 25 energy, and give energy on ult at minimum 40 for every character. But that's not it. That's not it. Look at the talent. 20 free crit rate. 20. Are we serious? Are we serious? Are we serious? Oh wow, Solus. Don't even get me started on the Lycone. Don't even get me started on the fake Sparkle signature Lycone. Her signature isn't her signature, it's DDD. That's her signature. And then you compare it to Sunday with Lycone. And you know what? You pulled Sparkle because of the future meta. For the skill point positivity, it was worth pulling on. Sunday with Lycone is more skill point positive than the character who is completely built around being skill point positive.
The lovely smell of all my prey.
Sometimes
Wind against
I question my life decisions. Gabby, should I get a Noxa? Don't have Sunday or Robin? Fuck no. How's your day? Also, can you try Pokemon TCG Pocket off stream? Uh, Maybe someday, but I don't have any plans to do anything currently. Or like try anything else.
How do you like
You got Tribby? Nah.
this flower?
I need to get her on a rerun. I'm considering skipping Anoxa Lycone. Anoxa Lycone. Okay, so here's the thing. Every single calc with the Anoxa Lycone assumes that you don't really get that much high of defense shred on them. If you're able to get decent defense shred with Quantum Set, I think it is just better. And there's also the ER. The ER allows him to get, I think someone said like 2-turn ult pretty consistently every single time. So it also makes like, I guess if you want to run Eagle with attack boots, you can like do that. Yeah. I personally, the Lycone is worth it for Anoxa because I have an E1 Sunday. So like, I'm not sure how big of a difference it is from Sig versus free to play without an E1 Sunday increasing the diff reduction, but E1 S1 Cipher all the way. Yeah, man. Congrats. Wish you luck on that E1 S1 Cipher. Meta changing. Are you going for a Noxa? Yeah. I mean, if I lose the 50-50, I can't get him no matter what I do. So there's that. But I will try to get him, right? Like, I will try. No problem, Haru. Rerunning Dr. Ratio is Criminal by Hoyo. Bro, Dr. Ratio's banner is about to do a whole 5 schmeckles for them, man. A whole 60 doubloons, few arcade tokens, 60 jades. that, that shit's going triple cardboard, man. Gabby, should I get a Noxa? Have the Herda Tribi with DDD Sunday 0S1? Sure. At least the Lycone is getting more money than Ratio himself. I mean, that's probably true. Ratio's Lycone is pretty general with any of the follow-up characters. Literally, the only time I ever see anyone talk about Ratio, it's either fan art of him half naked in a bathtub, or it's them thirsting over his Lycone art. I never see anyone else talk about Ratio in any other like aspect. Like, oh, he carried me. He's so good. Oh, he's so much fun. I love using him. It's just always the fan art, to be honest. No blood. I'd rather. I just recommend you wait until a Fei Chao rerun. Actually, you know what? Yeah, actually, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. But I'm pretty sure an E5 Doctor Ratio is weaker than an E0 S0 Fei Chao. Deal with that what you will, bro. Deal with that what you will. E1 S1 Cipher, E2 S1 Cipher, then skip all until Siren. I mean, E2 S1 Cipher does have the value there, I guess, but the problem with Cipher is that even if her buffing capabilities go up and her own like damage and damage record goes up, the problem is no action advance. Like, especially with these current leaks of Ceridra, like, running a Ceridra plus Sunday comp for like 90% of teams in this game would just be way more valuable than Cipher and her damage record.
Wind against my vine. A little treat.
I'm still in pulling for the fat Pegasus and Cat Girl. Yeah, high scene. I think especially with the lower old cost now, she should be less enemy reliant for having ult uptime, which I think just does make her noticeably better for My Day and Castress. Now for Castress, she's a must pull. I don't think she's a must pull for My Day, but she is still for sure a best in slot sustain for My Day. It's that fucking fat fuck, man. Like, if I were a meta slave, I would skip Anoxa, get E. Actually, no, I'd probably be able to get E1. So I'd get like E1 S1 Hyacine, and then I'd get E1 Tribi on the rerun. And then I have an E2 S1 My Day, E1 S1 Hyacine, E1 Tribi, which is like completely busted with E1 S1 Sunday. But I want an Oxa, so I'm just gonna get an Oxa. Yeah, like Hyacine does good damage too. Like especially if you're running Tribi, and especially E1 Tribi, she probably does like as much damage as Cipher does, which is like embarrassing once again. Like I made a video on this in like Cipher's V1 or V2, but my main complaint back then was the fact that his sustain was out damaging an actual sub DPS. And now we're just back to square one. Hyacine is probably still out damaging Cipher outside of her best in slot teams. Still not worth the pulls. I mean, I would say the same. For Castris Havers specifically, though, I think she is just like a must pull at this point. Like, in my opinion, she just gives way too fucking much. The overheal, the AoE healing, the max HP increase, the damage, which Castris helps by also giving res down and like a damage increase. Like, it's just the synergy with Castris is too fucking good to skip out on. Hyacine should have been like Farina, yeah. Like my only hope for my day is like complete cope, which is that they add a limited sustainer who has single target heals, and like maybe AoE healing on ult, but like mostly single target on skill, so that the single target healing can be incredibly strong, because that's what my day needs right now. Like if Hyacine could do single target heals on skill and it be like way stronger, or like you could choose single target or AoE healing, it would be so good for both My Day and Castris. But instead, My Day's like getting fucking bricked. Yeah, I don't get it, Terry. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, we're basically at V2 all over again. This is basically V2 Cipher, and in return, she lost a lot of her follow-up damage and gained 10% vulnerability. Like, that's the only difference between V2 and V5 Cipher right now. Why are the multiplayer nerfs that harsh? I just don't know. I truly don't know. I was not expecting them to just completely fold like that. Once again, I genuinely thought she was fine. Like, my opinion, I always thought she was fine. Her Eidolons were what needed to be nerfed. It was either you nerf the base kit a little bit, not too much, because I didn't think it was that strong, and keep the Eidolons the same, or you nerf the Eidolons, don't change the base kit. But they fucking they butchered that shit, man. Oh, I'm blind.
Well, please don't disappoint me.
How much is left?
How do you like this flower?
4 hours. Okay. Thoughts on Phanon? I mean, I don't have any thoughts. Like, there's not really much leaked about him other than like his skills or whatever. All the leakers have said is that Phanon looks underwhelming. Like, they've all said his animations are like okay. And apparently 2 people in 3.4 are gonna get gacha animations like Castris did. So it's between Saber and Archer or Saber and Phanon. But I like the way the leakers are currently like talking. It kind of sounds like Saber is actually like the premier 3.4 unit and not Phanon. Is it next week drip marketing? Yes. Next week is drip marketing. Oh, would they be drip marketing the fake collab characters too, actually? If they're releasing for 3.4, I think they would know. So I guess this is how we'll find out finally. Whether or not the fake collab is late half 3.4 or 3.5. I mean, yeah. But the problem is we don't even know if these characters are gonna get reran. You know what I'm saying? That's the iffy part. Who is WuWa even going to rerun next? Probably Changli Carlotta again. I mean, they might do like Camellia SK, because obviously they're the only banners that were before the Annie. But I think it would be like Changli Carlotta because of the skins. Brant is in Annie? Yeah. Brant is on the second half. The second half is like Roshia, Carlotta, Changli, Brant, and someone else. Is there gonna be more upcoming changes? I don't know, actually. I mean, I'd assume so, but I don't think there's gonna be that many versions this time. There might be a V6. I don't think there'd be a V7 this time, though, so it's like I don't see her getting changed all that much. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't see it. Phanon is the MC of Amphorius. How come a shitty waifu gets a gacha animation and the little main character doesn't? I mean, he might. He might. What the leakers said was that 2 characters would get the gacha animations. But they didn't specify who. So it's like up to Archer and Saber or Saber and Phanon. Like we don't know which one it is, but Saber is basically guaranteed to be one of the 2. Like I think everybody agrees. Like Saber is 100% gonna be one of them. But it's like more iffy on Archer because like if they're really going all out for this fake collab, then they'd also give Archer animations too. Why would they dump more budget into Freebie? Lycone and Eidolons. Like, here's the thing. Ratio, when he first came around and he was free, was like one of the strongest DPSs in the game when he released. And when Robin released, he was legit the second strongest DPS in the game next to Acheron. So, like, they're not going to tone down the power for Archer or, like, anything either. At least I don't see it. Are you hyped for 3.4 beta? I am. The 3.4 beta is actually going to be like Doom posting masterclass. Like, you guys have seen Doom posting for Zhao Q, for Cipher, for Anoxa, for like all these characters, right? You aren't prepared for 3.4, where they're reworking 4 old characters kits, 2 fake collab characters, and Phanon all at once. Y'all aren't ready for the Doom posting, man. This is gonna be like a once. This is the anniversary of Doom posting, the anniversary of leaks. Like, that's how crazy this is. It's truly like a once in a lifetime event. Yeah, Terry. Hey, I'm gonna have a shit ton of content though. Like, me personally, someone who isn't afraid to talk about like the kit leaks and all that shit, man, I'm gonna have a lot to talk about in my videos. So for me, it's a W. But I'm probably not even gonna keep up with like everyone's kits in all honesty. Like, that shit's too much work. I am not keeping up with 7 different new kits, man. Now that WuWa's getting a lot of Doom posting on their Annie, the WuWa Glazers are gonna have a field with shitting on HSR again. I mean, I don't know how they'd shit on HSR. Like, the only way they'd really be able to do that is if, like, Phanon or the fake collab characters end up being power creep or something. Or the collab characters end up being ass, and they also make fun of HSR for that. But, like, I don't see what WuWa would really be able to say. Like, if anything, they wouldn't be able to say, like, you know, power creep or whatever, because, like, older characters are getting buffed. I guess they might be able to make fun of it if the buffs are shit. Holy, how much do I have to run? Didn't they cope when we got free characters and called them bad? I mean, like, at the end of the day, there's nothing you can do to convince people like that. Like, if you just play this game enough and you're, like, smart enough to realize that it's just agendas being pushed, then it's, like, pretty easy to ignore, in my opinion. Like, this whole Ruan Mei Luocha is useless thing, when they've literally never had more value in their lives, is pretty crazy to me. Like, it's just people talking to talk. Like, there's no, you know, trying to look for a solution. It's just, my game's better. I want to win this argument, and that's basically it. Like, I'll for sure admit this game has its power creep problems. I've admitted it a million times. WuWa's power creep and like HP inflation is a million times slower than this game's. Like, they have that advantage. Like, but it's not like I can't criticize WuWa for the mistakes it makes as well. Like, people think that I can't criticize WuWa because another game I play is not better than WuWa. Like, that's not how that works, man. Yeah, you can also save the token. Like, you can save the token, wait for like a future limited character you want to be put in there that you actually want, and then you use it. Like, I mean, yeah, they're just beating a dead horse, Max. Like, no offense, but you know you've lost in an argument when you have to resort to comparing your game to Genshin to make it look as if your game is generous. Like, you are comparing your game to Genshin, and you're trying to argue that because it's better than Genshin, no one should complain, and that WuWa is so generous. Like, oh my god, man. Oh yeah, Kishi. Bro, Kishi, I got so fucking lucky. Like, I I got Zanny on like hard pity, but like if I didn't get lucky, I would not have gotten Phoebe. I got Phoebe in like 20 pulls and I won the 50-50. If I lost a single 50-50 or I didn't get early Phoebe, it would have been so cooked, man. It would have been so cooked. Luckily, I got lucky though. Oh, so the pulls this patch is actually less. Like, I don't know if you guys saw my last video on like the WuWa anniversary thing. Like, the fact that there's even more I didn't know about. But like, I looked up the bookkeeping pulls per patch, and the average pulls per patch in WuWa, by the way, like on the bookkeeping thing under the graph, it says it's 102.5, and this anniversary patch has 119. This anniversary is literally giving you 17 more polls than the average patch. And that's it. Less content, no region, 10 rerun banners, Zanny and Phoebe reliance. Like, oh my god. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Like, I don't like my content being reacted to, but I'm not gonna, like, forbid it, like, from other people doing it. But, like, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so it makes me laugh every time I think of it. People will go in my comments like, Tectone reacted to you, it's over. You're a Hoyo shill. I put a video in Tectone's Discord for him to react to you, and it perfectly reminds me of the Pack God Humble Him meme. Like, that entire meme about like Pack God humble him, as if like I'm supposed to feel threatened by Tectone giving his own opinion on my video, and like all of a sudden like scrunch into like an insecure ball or something. Like, it's just so fucking funny, man. Baldy says, why would you use Ru on Mei if she isn't tier 0 on Pride Win? Because you just can. Why would you use Zanny when she isn't tier 0 without Phoebe? When you could just invest more into Phoebe, or you can play another DPS. Like, it's the exact same shit. You can still clear completely fine, but you're obviously going to prefer usually the better character. Like, it's just that simple. All the arguments are stupid. Like, every single argument that is like trying to be made for Ruan Main Luocha being like power crept their ass is genuinely from like a standpoint of I don't play this game anymore. Like, you'll notice, like, you guys will notice, right? I've only made videos criticizing Zanny's performance with calcs. Like, I bring the shit to the table, man. I'll show the calcs, and I'll look at the calcs, review them, see how, like, you know, accurate they might be, and then I'll make a video on, like, maybe a character's performance being underwhelming or overwhelming. But because I don't know this game too well, because I just came back to it, I'm obviously not going to start talking about this game's, like, power creep or anything like that, or, like, this character changes everything, because I don't even know what I'm talking about. I took a long break from this game. I feel like it's the exact same thing for some of these other content creators who are trying to argue that Ruan Main Luocha fell off. Because, like, I used my golden token for Luocha on my Day account. He's fucking carrying that shit. He's absolutely amazing. And I'm sure a lot of people, especially with Super Break teams, taking real good advantage of like a Ruan Mei or an E1 Ruan Mei. And then people will bring up like, oh, you can like solo Donjin in WuWa. And it's like, I literally saw a full 4-star team Serval clear against Nikador a few like end games ago. Like, obviously I usually have, like, you have to go out of your way to look for shit like that, but the point is anything is possible if you just min-max like in WuWa, and the same applies to HSR. However, are most people gonna actually do that min-maxing? Fuck no. Right? Like, fuck no. Is Lupa gonna be like Chang Li? There were some animation leaks like a week ago, and yeah, I think her animations are better and her attacks are better than Chang Li's in my opinion. But like, it's gonna be that full sub DPS comp. I think Lupa will 100% want Brant, and obviously like Chang Li's the current like second best in slot sub DPS there. But I don't think Chang Li is really like necessary. I think Brant is though, with like Lupa. You don't like WuWa, man? Just admit it. Yeah, I hate WuWa. Fuck this game, man. Fuck Solon. Fuck Kuro devs. These greedy and stupid devs. I hate everything about this game. I came back to it so I could hate it. I've been grinding this game like 4+ hours every single day for the last 2 weeks because I just can't stand this game. It pisses me off playing it, man. Fuck. I'm so tired of trying to act like I'm some, you know, unbiased Kuro guy and Hoyo guy. Fuck this shit, man. I just want people to know Hoyo is better. Hail that way. Sorry, I have to lower my voice because family's sleeping, but. Yeah, like, I hate playing this game, man. Every single day, when I willingly play this game for multiple hours every day, I farm a fucking Nightmare Ikes for 3 hours straight so that I can get one decent echo for my Zanny. I can't stand this game. Bring out your inner diva, yes, queen. Like, I want people to understand this, right? I hope people understand this, especially if you watched my streams like upcoming to the anniversary before like the polls and the rewards and the live stream happened. When like my chat would come into my stream and they'd ask me my thoughts on the WuWa anniversary, and I genuinely thought WuWa was gonna fucking blow it out of the park. Like, if they did a good anniversary, I would have fucking glazed this game. I would have been happy as shit. I would have made multiple videos saying, like, yo, get into the game now. This is the best time to get in the game. Like, there's a few days until the Annie hits, so, like, you get a few pulls to patch after, and then you go straight into the Annie. But instead, we got hit with 10 rerun banners, the same amount of pulls in the patch as any other patch. And if you're not pulling this patch and you're someone who's saving, because let's say maybe you lost on SK's banner, you have like a guarantee, or you're at very high pity from pulling for SK's banner, and there's no one you really want to pull, you literally need to pull to get these. And if you don't get these, the pulls per patch is actually even lower. It goes down to like 110 if you can't get these 8 pulls that are locked behind pulling on banners. That's fine, Velk. No, yeah, like, here's the thing, right? I'm not going to say HSR is more generous in this game. Now, I do believe 100%, I will stand on this, HSR's second anniversary was 100% better than this WuWa anniversary, rewards-wise, simply because of the golden token. If there wasn't any golden token, I could see why WuWa is better, because obviously you have the better banner rates, but the golden token just made it so that it's not even a fucking debate. You get a free limited 5-star, you can save it for another free limited 5-star, and you get the 120 pulls. And there's no rushed patch before Caster's banner to fucking delay the, like, in HSR we got the 10 pulls. Every server got the 10 pulls for the Annie while Caster's banner was going. Most of the servers in this game aren't going to get the 10 pulls until after Zanny is gone. And there's no bullshit of like rushing a patch, like none of that. I'm a bit disappointed to back you up back then that hard. What do you mean, Jacket? Maybe you should talk with Tectone? Fuck no. Guys, this is going to be... Okay, maybe not the last time, because I'm probably going to keep getting this over and over again. I do not want to go into a call with Tectone. Like, I refuse. I don't care how much of an audience I can gain. I don't care, how much money I could farm off of this shit. I don't even want to bother stepping into that domain. Like, I feel like I'll be caught in their domain expansion if I even step into a Discord call with them. Like, there's no point in me doing that. In my opinion, Genizad in the last Gacha podcast he was in explained my same arguments fine, very well. And still, he had the entire Gacha podcast on his fucking neck. So, I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to try. Good morning, Fizzy. It's an anniversary, and you get 2 events and 1 washed up 5-star. I mean, in my opinion, WuWa's events are just as fucking bad. Like, I don't know if they're adding something in the second phase, but the current content is complete dog shit. I actually like, okay, I swear I'm not lying when I'm saying this. I am a sucker for combat events in HSR. So the recent HSR combat event that lets you like trial characters that just came out, I genuinely had more enjoyment playing that than doing this cube shit. Like this cube shit is actually like so fucking boring to me, man. Like it is so boring. Have you done it? I've done like a quarter of it. I've already done like a quarter of it. And I finished most of the HSR event on my account already. Where am I supposed to go? Oh. Light dots collected. Well, at least that's pretty quick. Huge.
A little treat.
Bye, Sodic. How was HSR's first anniversary? HSR's first anniversary was underwhelming and it got shit on by a lot of people. But you want to know the funny part? It still had more polls than WuWa's first Annie. That's right. HSR's first Annie on bookkeeping had 125 character banner polls, which is more than WuWa's first Annie. Yeah, 2.1 Penacony wasn't too bad. Now, me personally, I wasn't too much of a fan of the Aventurine story. In my opinion, it was a little too much. Like, a lot of people were overrating it, in my opinion, at the time. And, like, you know, it was, like, crazy to say that. Because back then, the Penacony glaze was crazy. But, yeah. You have 170 in WuWa? They fell for the propaganda. They fell for the propaganda. You have 170 in WuWa if you include standard banner pulls and the limited weapon banner pulls. Actual character banner pulls, like HSR's character banner pulls. Actually, let me pull up the bookkeeping right now. WuWa bookkeeping pulls. HSR bookkeeping polls. So, give me a sec. It's these two, yeah. Wait. Wait. No way. Is this real? Wait. Is this real? Wait, you guys need to see this. There's bookkeeping for both HSR and WuWa. They have the same average. They both have 105.
This flower.
But as you can see here, Annie was 2.1, 124 polls. This is 2.3 WuWa currently. It's been updated, 118. So there you go. WuWa has a smaller pity. I mean, you can make that argument, but once again, it's still like 7 more polls on the HSR part. Plus, this Annie got a free 5-star. And I would like to mention, right, like, I'm not sure how much this factors in for some people. If you play games more often, like actively, like this probably won't affect you all too much. But for people looking for convenience, HSR's polls are a million times easier to obtain than WuWa's polls. Like, you get almost all the polls from HSR purely in events and endgame, and then you might spend like 2 or 3 hours like doing chests after a patch, and that's it. Like, it is so much easier to get the polls in HSR than it is to get all the polls for something in this game. Look and sound silly now. Please stop it. On my Rob account that I made multiple videos on, I was able to finish all of HSR story and get almost all the chests and trotters and all that stuff within a week. 1 week. In WuWa, it takes so much fucking longer. Like, you need to understand, I made Rob a few months ago. So, like, it's not like I'm making shit up off of, like, making my account a year or 2 ago. Rob was recent. I started fresh, and I made it all the way to Amphorius in, like, under a week. And, like, did all the chests and shit. I can guarantee you HSR is a million times easier in terms of getting all the polls in a patch compared to WuWa. There's nothing wrong with that, because I think WuWa is the better overall game, but it's just like the truth. He's going to the Gacha cast? No, I'm not. Exploring Huang Long by foot? Yeah. I mean, that's why you pull Phoebe, though, right? You just pull a Phoebe, and then you get the Renacita experience. Boom, boom, another one, boom, boom. Look at this. They got flight in Huang Long, guys. Are you not gonna get Cipher on the My Day account? Nah. Not interested anymore. Because WuWa is an open world game? Yeah. I know that. That doesn't change anything I said. Like, I'm aware this is an open world game. It doesn't change the fact that it's a million times easier to get all the polls in an HSR patch. Like, I'm aware, man. Like, I'm also aware WuWa is a million times better than Genshin if you were to compare the two in terms of, like, doing exploration. But it's just the truth if you were to compare it to HSR. It's just so much easier. You have to work a lot harder for your pulls in WuWa. I finished Seal event in like an hour, but I kept skipping dialogue. Oh yeah. Like the Seal event isn't really like it doesn't take all that long.
Wind against my vine.
And the Seal event is kind of like an exception. We usually don't get events with that much dialogue. Like if you looked at 3.1, most of the events we got in 3.1 had like nearly no dialogue, and you could instantly get the pulls. Like it was insanely fast. Oh yeah, I know WuWa completely shits on Genshin, bro. Like it's not even close. Like I still stick by that video I made like 9 months ago that like WuWa ruined Genshin for me. Bro, when I tried to go back to Genshin for Columbina after experiencing WuWa, it was like all of a sudden I broke my legs and I had to be on a wheelchair. That's how it felt going from WuWa to Genshin. Like I just had to quit that shit, man. Oh no, I agree. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. I despise how long HSR story is. Like, I genuinely despise it. Before anyone thinks I'm like gonna try and defend it, to like when I'm comparing this game to WuWa, no. Like, I have multiple times gone on record saying that I much prefer WuWa's story progression and the skip dialogue. Because when I came back to this game, I was at Shorekeeper's patch of story, and I instantly went through all the way to Cartethia in like 7 hours. Like this game 100% has the better fucking story progression than HSR by a fucking mile. Like it's not even close. My first ever gacha is HSR. I tried to play Genshin after it, but it just didn't do it for me, so I got Hu Tao and quit after. Yeah. Like, on Genshin, I literally pulled Arlecchino and instantly quit. Arlecchino and Columbina were the two characters I really wanted in Genshin. I hadn't touched it for like half a year, if not more. Saw Arlecchino was on a rerun banner, so I pulled on her, got her, and then instantly quit the game. It's like I did not enjoy it at the time for sure. People talk about story content like it's something to get past rather than enjoy. Always strikes me as odd. Mm. Now, okay, so here's my opinion personally. I just think there should be a skip dialogue for those who want to skip it. Like, I fully understand for those who want to listen to the story, listen to it. But I think it doesn't hurt anyone by adding a skip dialogue. And for me personally, I've always said this, my main attraction in these games is one, the combat, two, the animations. Those are like the two things that really get me into a game. And then the third and like very important piece of the puzzle is rewards, right? So rewards, characters, animations, and like the combat and all that stuff. I've never been much of a story fan in anything in my life. Like every single game I've ever played that has had story, that had a skip dialogue option, I instantly skipped. Like every time. Hello, Hikari. Mods ban Dread. Mavwika was a Archon? You a Mavwika fan, Kiwi? Oh, really, Fizzy? Jam. But yeah, like I just think the HSR hate is overdone. Like, don't get me wrong, I think it's deserved. I 100% think the HSR hate is deserved. Like, I also don't think the rewards are that crazy. I hate the 75-25. I have personally been someone who's been a victim of the 75-25, and I have a negative win rate on the like cone banner. Like, it fucking sucks, okay? I am fully aware. Better banner rates and WuWa, like all that stuff, but it's closer than a lot of people like to act. Like, people like to act like the difference between HSR and WuWa is like fucking God and Satan. Like, it's not that it's not that big of a difference, man. Oh wow, Valk, that sucks. WuWa has been worse for me for my pulls. By far, had a hard pity 2 pulls in a row on my way to a third hard pity. And I feel you. I feel you, Core. On my main WuWa account, it was really bad for my pulls. And especially currently in HSR. Holy fuck. WuWa has been blessing me though. Like, at least recently on this account. This account has been completely blessed. So there's nothing to really complain about. But every single video I make isn't for myself. Like, people think I'm like trying to shit on trying to shit on WuWa, and like doing this because I'm greedy and I want pulls. Like, bro, I've been hella lucky. I got an S2 shorekeeper within 15 pulls of each other, a Zanny S0R1 in like under 100 pulls, and I got Phoebe in 20. Like, and I've been winning all these 50-50s too. Like, with this entire roster, I can already clear the entirety of Endgame. I'm speaking for the people who are getting unlucky, you know what I'm saying? Like, imagine someone dumped all their pulls on the SK banner, and then they have no pulls left on the Annie, and then they lose a 50-50. Like, you can't even get anyone. If you go to soft pity each time, you can't get anyone in this patch unless you drop money. Epic 7 glazing? Is Kiwi glazing in the chat again? Oh my goodness. I am on the lookout for a ZZZ account currently. So, I'll see if I come back to ZZZ or not. Proud E6 Bailu owner. The highest Eidolon 5-star I have on my my main account is a E3 Branya. One away from that E4, and it's gonna change everything for Fei Xiao.
What are you yearning for?
You're gonna buy another account? No, no, buy. Guys. Once again, I don't know how many times I have to say this. I 100% advocate against not buying any accounts. 100% not recommend it. I'm simply going to meet some pirates at a certain island, and we're going to make a fair trade. And that's it, right? No, there's no account buying, no nothing, right? Gabby, will you ever take sponsorship for Raid Shadow Legends? At least for now, I'm not taking any sponsorships at all. I think like I'd have to put like my business email on my YouTube description, and then if I had to guess, I feel like the #1 sponsorship that would instantly snipe me is Loot Bar, but I have no interest in sponsorships right now. Maybe later though. Oh, really, Fizzy? That's really funny. Should I try HSR as well? Honestly, no. I mean, it's not that bad. I'd say give it a shot. Give it a shot. I'd say give it a few days to a few weeks. See if you really like it. If you mess with it or if you don't mess with it. In my opinion, if you're not messing with it in the beginning, you're probably 100% not going to mess with it like later down the line, right? But that's just my opinion personally. Yeah, like HSR, in my opinion, I love HSR for the convenience. I love the convenience of HSR. I don't want HSR to be like a main game for me or anything, and it does its job perfectly, in my opinion. Well, actually, not perfectly, because there's no skip dialogue for the story. But if there was skip dialogue for the story, it would be perfect.
A little treat.
So just play casual? Yeah. I think if you just play casual, you play for fun, you don't give a shit about meta or clearing endgame, HSR is 100 times more enjoyable. Like that's 100% the truth.
The lovely smell of all my friends.
Oh, come on, man. What HSR for playability? I mean, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. HSR. But HSR just has the convenience, man. For anyone who values like convenience and like saving time and shit, like not having to do this open world, like be on a PC. Because if we're all being honest, playing WuWa on a mobile device is a million times worse than playing HSR on a mobile device. Like doing dailies on a mobile device on HSR is a genuine fucking breeze, right? So I would say like HSR is like it has the convenience factor at like nearly a 10 basically. Oh really, Scar? Yeah, I can imagine. Like I literally remember downloading WuWa on my okay, so it's not really a recent iPad Pro, but it's a 2022 iPad Pro. Like it's not that bad, and it's like if I remember correctly, it's only a bit weaker than like one of the older PS4 and Xbox One consoles. And WuWa still runs like shit on that. So I'm pretty confident a lot of people probably aren't doing too hot with WuWa on mobile. Oh really, Scar? Yeah, I did see a lot of people saying that the damage numbers from Castor's dragon lagged their device a lot. We'll see, Solus. Oh yeah, your device also gets hot too. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. It's already very late. I genuinely love you all. Thank you all for being here. It's like really late for me, and I'm sure it's late for a lot of you. But like averaging 60 viewers at this time is actually kind of crazy. Hope you all have a great day. Good luck with any of your WuWa pulls or Anoxa pulls. Have a great day. Have a great night. Peace out.